Good day, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Online. My name is Zaboglo, and with me once again is...
Me? I mean,
Yes,
hi.
you. Yeah. Um, Last time we we participated in two missions where things weren't exactly what they seemed.
Because
Now
Franklin
this...
Drake is an asshole.
Yep, exactly because of that. This time we're starting off with a hot one here because apparently the Undine has taken control of Deep Space Nine.
Whoops.
Yep. Uh,
Spoilers, this happens a few times in this game.
That's happened a few times.
Only happened once in the show.
Yeah. Anyway, so
It's about like
you...
8 episodes, but yeah. Anyway, I'm ready to zoom in whenever you are.
Yeah, I'm in here.
Excellent.
Okay, so there's not only has the Undine actually managed to take over the station, but there is a Cardassian and Jem'Hadar fleet surrounding it as well. Because this poor station just can't get enough.
Well, bad stuff has to happen every week, or there won't be a plot. It's like
Well,
Babylon 5.
doesn't have to be bad things.
Well, things. So
Anyway,
now we're
we
just
need
going
to...
to systematically and systematically take out all its defenses.
Yep, so we can beam onto the station without too much hassle.
Hopefully they can get these repaired quickly in the case of another invasion.
Yep, this won't cause problems later on. Not at all.
Nope.
Nope. Certainly
Actually,
will not.
oddly, these seem to be like floating space mine turrets, not turrets from the station.
You sure?
Yeah, a few of them seem to be floating.
Because they certainly look like they are supposed to be docked on the station.
Let's see. Well, that one at least seemed to be floating. I don't know if it's just the game having to have something targetable, but
maybe.
I mean, that's not to say they couldn't actually have floating space turrets just, like deploy out of the station.
Yeah, I mean, eventually you can actually get your own floating space turrets. There we go.
I actually keep wanting to call these mines because... Huh. It's kind of interesting.
What's that?
The UI for selecting our away team seems a bit different than usual.
Yeah, it did look a little different.
But I keep wanting to instinctively call them space mines because I used to play the X-Wing games, and that game called any little floating turret a mine.
Alright, so now we are fighting Jem'Hadar instead of Undine. I didn't misread that mission objective,
No,
right?
it said Undine. It's just there are Jem'Hadar 2 wanting to stop them. They're honestly probably just using an excuse to try to take the station themselves.
I think that dialogue box also just suggested that the Jem'Hadar may have actually been Undine.
Yeah, because Undine aren't anywhere near combat effective in their natural state.
Nope, not at all. They have to appear to be something else. Actually, they are really effective in their natural state because
that was sarcasm.
Yeah. They do their primary attacks are generally psychic damage.
Yeah.
And very little actually resist psychic damage.
It's not as much of a pain in the couple of occasions where you have to fight a changeling.
Oh geez, yeah, those guys are a pain.
Like if you watch Deep Space Nine, you might wonder, how these guys came into power, beyond duping their genetically engineered super soldiers into believing they're gods. When you fight them in this game, you kind of realize, oh yeah, they can kind of completely kick your ass.
Yeah, they are a little tough.
Of course, I only think you have to fight like 2. Maybe 3.
Yeah, you don't fight too many as part of the story. In fact,
Yeah.
the one or two you fight as part of the story are way more dangerous than some of the other ones that you face, because you can actually face Jem'Hadar as a random enemy group for one of the queued missions, and if you do that with them, they actually spawn changelings as a heavy, or what the game refers to as a captain class enemy.
Right.
And they are not as bad as the few times you fight changelings as part of the game story.
Probably just because they want to keep it balanced with the other enemy groups you can get.
Pretty much, like they still have like the core things that make them really jerkish, but they aren't like there are a few things about how that encounter works that are a little different.
Yeah, we'll be seeing them not too far away.
Yeah, not
I
too
think the
far
first
away.
one's basically kind of like toward the end of this. The
Maybe.
Normal missions before the featured episode series at the end of this.
Yeah. Anyway, goofy uses for orbital strike, shooting people inside Deep Space Nine.
I'm not worried about the air sucking us through a hole the size of a teaspoon.
Nope. I would consider that hole to be much larger than a teaspoon.
Okay, baseball. We're on Deep Space Nine. It's all about baseball.
That was more like a hole the size of a car.
Okay, fine. Still, us not getting sucked out in space.
Yep.
Actually, when we were here last time, or I guess the first time, did you go into Cisco's or the captain's office, I should say, and show off the baseball?
No, I didn't.
Oh, next time we're like on the station for whatever reason, you should do that, because if you go in the captain's office, Cisco's baseball will be on the guy's desk.
Well, that's nice of him to leave it there.
Yeah, I have a feeling, like, lore-wise, it just kind of became a tradition of whoever was running Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, probably.
Short little guy.
Yeah. Now we're up against like changelings.
Undyne.
Yeah. Same thing.
Wrong shape-shifting, dangerous enemy group bent on our destruction. And here's some Cardassians.
Yeah. Oh, for continuing to be jerks.
Yeah, this is one of those older missions that gets kind of grindy.
Yeah, is there any more? It's probably another group.
Probably right up here. Actually.
Yeah.
To examine the console. Oh, okay, no, there is another.
They want you to kill all the groups before you proceed. Yeah.
Because my officers are psychic and know that there are more enemies. Except they're not helpful enough to tell me.
Well, there's sensors.
In other words, they're Chancellor Troy. That was mean of me.
Yeah, that was. You jerk. She did some good things.
Yeah, it was mostly early on when her role was to basically stand on the bridge and state the obvious. Like, early on, they were basically trying to make her do Uhura, but as TNG grew as a show, they allowed her to actually be a character.
Wait. Now we can continue on.
Yes.
Now we need to treat the injured.
Like, not the guys with the shooting, right? Because it's,
Well, we could probably treat them too. Cause
I don't go both ways
injured.
here. I injure or I heal, but not both. I mean, not both the same person. So this guy's maintenance team got hurt, apparently.
Yeah, so we'd better rescue them.
As soon as we find them. It's Gil. His brothers Gil and Gil.
Yeah, that's a pretty popular name.
Let's hang out with Daryl, and Daryl. Or Larry, Daryl.
And all the Bruces.
Yes. Here. Anyone here? Nope.
Nope.
Nobody. I'll get this one.
We are figments of your imagination.
Does it count? There it goes. I keep forgetting to set people on radiation.
It's that ability is a little bit less useful at like against these types of enemies.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll take the North Pack.
I had to check the map, see which way I was. Okay, I see. There you are. Okay, I see the person. I don't see the pop-up.
The thing.
The thing. Really, if they had the thing, that'd just be all kinds of shape-changing aliens in this.
Yeah.
Hello there, inconspicuous-looking engineer. We have to escort him. Okay, come on.
Come on.
He's waiting for us to lower the force field.
Oh, you mean this console over here?
It says examine force field, so I'm assuming.
No, the console back outside.
Oh. Why would they have a force field console be not next to the force field? That's like having a button for a door that opens somewhere else. Say a 90s first-person shooter.
Well, you know, actual security.
Oh yeah, now Starfleet starts employing actual confidence security measures.
Now anyone employs actual confidence security.
Yeah.
Good, he is at least following us.
Is he following quickly?
Yeah, quickly enough.
He's got a good jog going.
Yeah. Much faster than our last escort buddy.
Yeah, mister, I have to stop and get my Flash Gordon DVDs.
Yeah, well, at least it was Captain Proton. If it was anyone else, I would have been a little upset.
Yeah. Really have to wonder.
Actually, no. If he had said he needed to go and get his Vic Fontaine Holo novels, I would have been fine as well.
Yeah, I'd be fine too. It wouldn't be Holo novels; it'd be Holo records.
True.
Now, granted, and this is just super nitpicky. Where we are now, if I bought a movie on like iTunes or something, I could just re-download it. Wouldn't you think Star Trek would have something like that?
Maybe.
You know, digital future and all that.
Well, I imagine that the way they have always treated these things has made it out to be more like the like they can't quite they can't transfer data that far, like because like every ship has their own internal database of everything.
True.
So it never quite seems like they like there's a original database on Earth and they just go back to it all the time. Like every station, every ship, everything has its own copy.
Yeah, but I mean,
so if you want something that's not within the within the default database, you need to actually bring it with you all the time.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Still, it's just if my house was burning down, I wouldn't stop to grab my DVD of the Avengers.
Well, sure, but you probably aren't also like a big guy for holodecks. Like I imagine if Reginald Barclay's house was burning down, his first step would be to find all of his holodeck.
It's true.
Whatever they call them.
Admittedly, I also imagine Reg Barkley's house involves about like 40 different contingency plans to stop a fire.
Probably something like that, yeah.
Oh, is he in this game at all? Because I would love to see him.
No, he isn't, and that is a shame.
I mean, I imagine the character would be like really old at this point, but
I don't know, fairly old.
A hologram.
Because I mean, Worf is actually in the game.
Yeah,
Klingons aren't too much longer living than humans.
Yeah, I was never sure how long Klingons lived. Longer than me, as I'm getting shot at repeatedly.
Yeah, you might want to stand in the healing circle.
I am now.
Although yes, I would have super liked anything with Reggie to be in this game.
Yeah.
If he is one of my favorite Trek characters.
She should be one of everybody's favorite Trek characters. I would watch a sitcom with nothing but Reg Barkley, the Doctor, and Quark. They got an apartment somewhere for some reason.
We have a turbo lift to use. Because apparently there's some reinforcements coming.
Now see, the hilarious implication of this is this entire station, which has been taken over by hostile shape-shifting aliens, is being taken back by about 5 people.
Yeah, we are that good.
Well, this is an ominous-looking video game like Boss Room at all.
No, not at all. And not only is it a boss room, it is also a escort boss room.
I'm just expecting something to pop out of these domes on the ground for me to have to shoot to bring down a shield so we can hit the boss. Which would naturally be this large reactor right here.
I mean, if we were actually assaulting this base, that would probably be something we would do. But we're not actually assaulting it.
No, we're the opposite. It's just this looks like that's what it should be. We don't like red circles. Red circles are bad.
Yeah, they're bad for your health as well.
There's Glenn.
Yeah, finally making an appearance.
I wonder if we'll see the rumored gull.
Ooh, that would be nice.
They only come out once every 3 months.
Yeah, and they're pretty rare.
Yeah. Should have a Master Ball, I could catch one. See, I have to wonder if with all the holodeck technology, if there is some kind of holodeck equivalent of Pokemon in the Star Trek universe that involves kids running around the holodeck, catching all sorts of weird alien creatures to fight for them.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised, but I can't say that I have seen anything similar to it.
Ooh, this one has a name, and he's in his natural state.
Oh, yeah, it's this fellow we fought not that long ago.
He's telling us to stay out of fluidic space or die.
Well, okay.
Have we been invading fluidic space? Is that like this whole thing? Is
Uh,
I was under the impression these guys were just assholes.
well, if someone's invading the fluidic space, I don't think it's us.
Should have let the Borg kill them. Wait, no, other way around.
No. Well,
They were killing the
either
Borg.
either one probably would have been good.
Oh, way to go, Janeway.
Oh yay!
We saved DS9
Yay!
for the first time.
For forever, we have saved it forever.
Forever, yes.
Oh, but
no.
we should help blow up these other attackers, though.
Okay, fine. They're gonna be jerks. They
Yeah,
can die.
you know, we've already saved the station, so if they're
They
not
can
going to
die
run away.
just like the others.
Yep.
But yeah, no. Going back to the holodeck thing, it's just I always wonder if, because we've seen, you know, Captain Proton, the Flashborn homage. Bashir had his James Bond
James
wannabe.
Bond. Yeah.
Picard had the Dixon Hill novels. I like the implications of various different types of entertainment that people do with this kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you also have to remember the time in Voyager where Paris basically holodeck created a TV station.
I don't remember that one, but that sounds hilarious.
Yeah, it was after it was set. He was doing that stuff after he got married, and the episode was hilarious because he was basically neglecting his marriage to sit in a holodeck and watch television. Of all the things he could be doing, he was spending his time programming a holodeck so he could watch television. Yes, this was an actual episode.
I would believe it. And actually, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if it was actually one of the higher, funnier episodes, I should say.
I remember liking it, but it's been a while since I've seen that one.
Now, I have to imagine that they live in a world where all of their entertainment can be interactive, so they probably find a lot more joy in just watching something than we would.
Yeah, I think that was actually one of the points that was being made in that episode. The fact that all he had to do was sit there. Like, he didn't have to do anything. It was all done for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd have to look that one up again.
That sounds pretty amusing,
though. It was pretty goofy.
I'll have to look that one up later. Well, that was one group.
That was one group, yeah. So one thing that's actually nice that Cryptic seems to have fixed somewhat recently was before, if you killed an enemy that summons photonic reinforcements like the Keldons, if you killed the main ship, the photonic ships didn't just vanish. So you actually had to destroy the photonic copies as well.
Then they started doing a D&D game, and they realized the cardinal rule is the summoner dies, the summons go poof.
Oh, I think they might have changed that before they made Neverwinter.
I know, I'm just
like that
going
was.
with it.
But it was also kind of a goofy omission.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, the first thing you wonder is like, how are these drones like actually living?
I will heal you as soon as... Well, don't die for 35 seconds, I can heal you.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay.
Oh, actually... That should work. Oh, you healed yourself. Never mind.
Yeah.
Alas.
Well, it's okay.
These things take a while to bring down.
Yeah, they are kind of beefy. And then there's also the photonic ships that they summon as well, which are kind of a pain.
I think it's not even like hurting us really, it's just taking a while to kill.
Well, maybe not hurting you.
Okay, yeah, I guess, you know, beefy shields and everything.
Yeah. Anyway, we have saved the day.
Yay! I'm sure we'll never have to stop invasion of Deep Space Nine again.
No, never again. But now, since first we should turn this one in.
Yeah, we should get our fat loots.
Yeah.
And be rewarded for a job well done. What do we get? Shields. Is this better than what I have? It's like exactly the same as what I have.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Oh, 44. I would say it's, yeah, about this point is when we could start doing the special task force missions. So we just got the pop up saying, "Hey, why don't you come on by?" But anyway, now since we happen to be standing right around Deep Space Nine, we're gonna go on a mission into the wormhole.
So cool.
Yeah, we're gonna look for a ship that's been lost for the last 10 years.
I'm sure we'll find it. It's not like space is
I
big.
mean, I mean, they're asking us to come by. It's clearly, we're gonna find it.
Well, I know we are, and you know we are, but I mean, logically, space is big.
Yeah.
A ship lost for 10 years should probably pretty much be kiboshed.
Anyway, let's dig through this big pile of ships.
Yeah, I wonder if they could, like, randomize, like, spawn-in positions so people kind of come in at different angles.
Yeah, like just a little bit.
Of course I have to...
I mean, like, Earth Space Dock actually has two different...
No, I don't want to dock. Stop thinking I want to dock, you stupid computer. Or woman.
Person. Yeah, like Earth Space Dock actually has two different warp-in points, but you warp in different locations depending on whether you are entering from the system or entering from Earth Space Dock.
Yeah. Now, I'm disappointed because it did the standard warp into distance animation, not like a cool thing of you flying into the wormhole.
Yeah, that would actually have been pretty nice. If they remastered this episode, they would probably do that.
They should.
Yeah. Anyway, so in case you don't recognize this, we have been in this map already.
Yes, we have.
It was just color shifted, however. Oh, and when we're done here, if you want a achievement, like you should scan the anomaly.
I probably will.
Yeah,
I do like achievements.
Yeah, it's pretty goofy.
But we have to take on these dangerous Jem'Hadar attack ships that are a real threat to us.
Yep. These things are pretty mobile. But they're considered frigate-class enemies, so they're also pretty weak.
Yeah, when I was doing my escort captain, I basically pointed at them and they died in about 2 barrages.
Two? Jeez, you could do better
Oh,
than that.
1 if I use cannon rapid fire. Okay. There's the anomaly scan.
You should have like the icon already.
Yeah, it's doing the thing. It was there, and now it's...
Oh, actually, we need to... Oh, because it's mission objective, so when I scanned it, it cleared for us.
Oh, okay.
So I'll let you scan the other one unless you got the achievement.
I don't believe I did.
Oh, well, you would have. Yeah, you would have clearly seen the toast if you had. So you can scan this anomaly.
I will when they die.
Yep.
Again.
Yep. More attack ships.
I'm amusingly using their own lasers against them.
You know, it's effective.
Do they have, like, resistance to polarizers at all?
No.
Well, I don't think
No.
so.
I'm pretty sure no one really does.
Okay, scan. Isn't this all one big anomaly?
Yep.
It brings up a good point. I'll be right with you, I'm just gathering loot.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'm just blowing up ships.
And I do have to question the wisdom of opening a rift in space-time in the wormhole.
I'm sure it'll be fine. You know, honestly, I question the wisdom of anything that we're doing inside the wormhole right now. I have a feeling that none of this is good.
Yeah, I'm no astrophysicist, and I'm pretty sure nobody's actually ever been in a wormhole to check, so... You know, this could all really be okay.
Yep, well, maybe. It never seemed like this was something they really wanted to do in the show.
Yeah, I don't ever really remember them actually entering combat in the wormhole in the show. The closest would be when they decided to go in there and face down the Jem'Hadar fleet, which then got Deus Ex Machina'd away.
Yeah. I can't remember if there was anything really along that lines.
I also remember if there's an implication if there's like a big explosion in the wormhole, if it would take it out or not. But
Well, I know there is I think there is a mission in this chain where that is one of the things we're trying to stop.
yeah, but I think that's using some kind of like
a special explosion.
MacGuffin explosion, not just ship goes boom.
Yeah. Whereas I have a strong feeling that whatever it is we're doing in here is probably not very good for the wormhole.
Oh, you know, I just realized something.
What's that?
I have my energy settings wrong. So we could have been killing these things a bit faster.
Whoops. Oh, because you forgot to reset it after you got a new ship?
After I got a new ship, so this means for the past like 2-3 weeks.
Whoops.
Yep.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I am kind of annoyed about whenever I get a new ship. But although thankfully I just use the weapon preset all the time, so it doesn't really affect me. I just have to press one button.
Yeah, I know there's a manual thing, but that just seems...
Yeah, well, the manual thing is useful
painful.
depending on your depending on what your bonuses to energy are, so that you can tweak the other settings so that you aren't wasting energy in some system. It's a little bit more like there's a lot more nuance to it. I just don't have. I personally don't have the settings already to make doing that something that's like desirable. But you know, if I was min-maxing a little more on my main, I would probably bother to do it. But instead, I just always go with the weapon preset. In fact, really, like something like for you, like using the preset to put a little bit more energy into weapons and auxiliary instead of weapons and shield.
Yeah,
might be a little bit more useful.
I've got pretty good bonuses to auxiliary as it is.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I'm at like 70 right now with the weapon heavy set preset.
Okay, so. That's a pretty good count.
We found the 10-year-old ship and it's been captured by Jem'Hadar.
Oh, how convenient.
There is no one left alive on this thing, I can guarantee you that much.
Yeah, probably not. After it's been stuck in here for so long.
Wasn't there an episode of Stargate where they were trapped on a ship in a wormhole for 10 years?
I don't think there was. Pretty sure there was one where they were trapped on something for a long period of time, but I don't think it was 10 years.
Yeah, I could be wrong. I just thought there was an episode where they were trapped. Like, it was like later Stargate, too, because it had a Farscape guy, not Richard Dean Anderson.
Yeah, I think I know the episode you're talking about, but
it wasn't a ship.
I can't remember the details.
Anyway, yeah, point is they could have been trapped in a time warp or something. Oh,
I
man.
mean, we are inside the wormhole.
They just explained how we can beam through shields.
Oh, did they?
Through random technobabble, but years of inconsistencies have been overlooked or resolved. Oh, well, it's Jem'Hadar.
Yeah.
So wait, how are they able to beam through the shields?
They are Jem'Hadar.
Okay. Oh, there are survivors.
Yeah, go figure.
Well, let's shoot in their general direction. Hopefully they'll be okay.
Especially with your bridge officer using the Ghostbuster gun. That randomly bouncing beam won't hurt anyone. Nope.
It only hurts ghosts.
And Jem'Hadar are clearly ghosts.
They are.
Yep. Especially these ones.
I really feel like I should be making some kind of one-liner standing on top of a bar shooting guys, but nothing's coming to me.
No? Really?
Nothing.
Nothing's coming?
Nothing.
Just nothing at all? Man.
I know, I'm no Schwarzenegger.
Slacking. I thought that's what I hired you for.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. Next time we're in a snow planet, I'll give them an ice to see you. By the way, you do get an achievement if you get a drink right there.
Yeah, I got the achievement. Well, I think it was you stood on the bar. But then again, I got it while I wasn't standing on the bar, and I picked up a drink that dropped beside it. So, I don't know. Whatever.
Maybe it's because I got it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's quite possible.
Did we untie you? No, we didn't. Who knew the Jem'Hadar were into such weird things?
Yeah. Anyway, Jemadar have also changed all the command codes, so we'd better go and do this by force. The best way to go about this.
I love using the Force.
Yes, yes you do. It
Wrong
makes you
space
strong.
MMO. Where's
Yeah,
my
that's-
lightsaber, Cryptic?
Actually, I have a lightsaber on my.
Oh yeah, you
on my
mentioned
other
that
character.
before. Yeah.
Well, actually, it's not. It's not a lightsaber, but last year's. No, it's not last. Was it last year's? No, it wasn't last year's.
If it was last year's, I'd have probably gotten it, but
Yeah, I think it might have been the first year's Christmas event. They had a. So it was a slightly buggy and not quite well working special melee weapon, but it was buggy in a way that made it. So the idea was that it was supposed to be something called a nano pulse melee weapon, and which actually there are examples of it in the series, but the way it ended up working is that it was basically a Bat'leth and a Vulcan Lurpa that had a lightsaber edge.
we've captured this Vorta.
What a wuss!
Yeah, I like
Jeez.
how he surrendered when his troops were still alive and still shooting me.
Yeah. Seriously, what a wuss!
I would make a France joke, but that would be insulting to France.
Anyway, we have captured the Vorta.
Yeah.
We might as well.
Someone should. Hey, terrorist lady, come
Hey.
get me up.
Jeez. Dying again already. Come on.
Well, it's like I
target
was revived, and then before my shield got back up, I got hit by a grenade.
the- Anyway, we've already captured the Vorta.
Yeah, but we can talk to him.
Oh.
You know, I mean, might be somewhat relevant. Basically, you talk to him, you find out what the Dominion's been up to.
Yeah.
For the last 20 years.
Just a little bit of background in case you didn't watch Deep Space Nine.
Yeah. But if you didn't watch Deep Space Nine, you should. It's on
You
Netflix.
should.
Everyone's got a Netflix account, got no excuse. Well, you
Pretty
got no
much.
excuse other than not having to sit through like seven 22 episode seasons, so
Yeah, but they're great seasons.
they are, but I'm ballparking an hour each. That's
Well, it's not quite an hour.
45 minutes each.
It's about 45-ish minutes.
That's still. Well, here, I'll bring up the calculator. 115 or so hours.
Only?
Yeah, but assuming I calculated right.
I actually collected all of Deep Space Nine on DVD while the seasons for them were ridiculously expensive.
Yeah, I mildly feel bad for you, but on the other hand, it's not like it was wasting money.
No, like, I mean, in a way, well, in retrospect, I feel kind of bad because, I mean, I was spending about, it was about $130, $150 per season. Like, that was also kind of normal.
Yeah, back then. It's like
yeah.
I collected all of Rurouni Kenshin, which was a 97 episode anime series on DVDs of 4 episodes each that cost about 20 or between 20 and $30 each.
Yeah, I've done that for a few shows. That's not fun.
Yeah, in hindsight, I should have stopped about 2/3 of the way through, but
Yeah. Other things, other fun uses of orbital strike: shooting onto the bridge.
Well, clearly that's just you telling your ship to shoot on the bridge.
Yeah, there. I don't know if we're probably not going to do it today, but there is a excellent mission that is coming up that makes that even more goofy.
Now, see, it would have been really funny if you went back and did that mission where you were trapped in the arena planet
and was able to
and was able
do it
to
there.
do an orbital strike. Yes.
I don't think you can, but you know what? I may have to actually try that.
Yeah, it makes you wonder if the game's that smart.
Yeah, because it may not be, but at the same time, it just may.
I mean, Old Republic has a similar thing where you can call in your ship to do a flyby or an orbital strike in pretty ridiculous situations. But
Yeah. Yeah, you certainly can.
I just kind of shrug and laugh at it.
Alright, so now we just need to escort the Rapier through to the end of the wormhole.
Yeah, and there surely won't be nearly as many Jem'Hadar ships going out as there were coming in.
Oh, surely. I mean, we've clearly blown them all up, right?
I wish.
Yeah.
Though I think we can just kind of go ahead of them and blow them all up without having to wait for it.
Yes. Yes, we can. But, you know, ships are, more XP and more loot.
Yeah, get ourselves a 50 faster.
Yeah. Not that we really need to get to 50 faster. We're
Nah.
gonna be at 50 before we run out of missions.
Oh, easily.
Yeah. Like,
Let's see, when we're 50, we
easily.
can go grind for shiny loots.
Yeah.
Like
Shiniest.
like when we hit 50, I plan on going back and getting one of those Harpang torpedoes from that Doomsday mission.
Yeah, a Mark 11 Harpang is pretty good. In terms of having a torpedo, there's one that we'll be getting from a mission a little bit further on. That is my favorite though.
Yes, and thankfully we will easily be level 50 by then, so it's not really a
Oh,
thing
yeah.
we need to
Yeah,
go do twice.
we're easily going to be level 50 before then.
Though I did do it twice on my other captain just to get for a different ship, because I'm too lazy to switch gear. Yes, I'm too lazy to switch gear, but I was willing to go do a mission twice to get a duplicate item.
And, you're just future proofing yourself.
I am.
Because when they add space teams, you'll want to have that on multiple ships clearly.
Yeah. Plus, I'm willing to do something once to give myself more convenience later.
Yeah, like I have spent extra like level 50 marks to get multiples of certain items, and these marks are like it was a lot of play time to get enough of them, just to
Yeah.
have multiple copies of certain items, so I can have it on different ships. But these are good items. One of these is
The cutting
straight
beam.
up. Yeah, the cutting beam is straight up the best turret in the entire game. The only downside to it is that it's considered a kinetic weapon, so it is not as affected by it. Sorry, it is heavily affected by shields. So it's basically a 360-degree torpedo that deals damage over time and uses energy.
The best part of it is the implication that it is a laser that does kinetic damage.
Yeah. Actually, that's not even the funniest weird weapon energy type in the entire game. I think it's still the case, but the TR-133, which is the teleporting rifle, deals phaser damage.
I imagine that's just because there aren't really ranged weapons that do kinetic damage usually.
At the time this game came out, there wasn't anything that did kinetic damage, and that was a launch weapon because it was a pre-order bonus. So I don't think they've changed it. I am pretty sure they have not changed
Sad.
that weapon.
It's one of the neater concepts for weapon in Star Trek.
Yeah, like it is a great weapon, and it even has the teleporting effect in the game as well. Like you can shoot enemies through walls with it, which was something that had a little bit of a problem in some missions because it would let you shoot enemies that you shouldn't have been able to access yet through barriers.
Whoops. Did it break missions?
A little bit. Like for the most part, it didn't really break missions that mattered though. So it was fine.
Yeah. So now we just have to wait for the Rapier to take its sweet time to get here.
Yeah. Like, where the heck is it?
Probably way back because we're jumping ahead. I'll go look for it.
Alright. I will hold the fort here at the entrance and see this pretty sweet animation.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
Hurry up, you. I can track to you faster than this. Yeah, it's just around the next big spiral vortex bend thingy.
Okay.
Of course, you know, logically, since that's the side our guys are on, if there were enemies coming, they'd be coming from the other side. Probably. Yep. Then again, you know, D69 could have gotten taken over again while in the half hour we were gone.
Yeah. Yeah. They're slackers.
Cisco wouldn't have stood for this crap.
No, he wouldn't have.
Undyne tries to take over his station, just give him a backhand.
Yep.
Shoot him.
Something.
You can't tell I like Cisco.
Well, he just doesn't put up with anything.
He doesn't. I probably put DS9 on like way higher pedestal than most. Well, I shouldn't say most people because I know a lot of people like it, but I probably put it on a pedestal. It's probably not nearly like objectively as good as I think it is.
It was still pretty good, and it's still commonly well regarded.
Yeah.
Not counting how it was utterly crushed by Voyager in a poll last week.
Well, like I said, this game has plenty of DS9 stuff. It doesn't have a ton of Voyager stuff.
Yeah.
Also, I think Voyager had the advantage of technically being on a major network, whereas DS9 was a syndicated thing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Way back in the day, Voyager was one of the launch... Actually, I think the launch show for UPN, which later became the CW.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, later, I should say, later it and the WB network merged to become the CW. But for years, basically the only like really popular show they had was Voyager. Oh, I was kidding about not having to worry about guys.
Yeah, we had some that apparently followed us through the wormhole. So, you know, we need to blow them up so they don't cause any problems for Deep Space Nine, because they're still repairing from the last enemy force that came through.
More exactly, they were repairing from us blowing up their defenses to deal with the enemy force that came through.
Oh, well, that too.
Don't shy away from credit for destroying half that station's defenses, dude. Be proud of it.
We have saved the day and saved another multi-year mystery. We are the best.
Yeah, let's get out of here because we can't dock at a station right nearby us.
Yeah, there we go.
I know it's the game needing us to leave the map, so whatever.
Yeah, yeah, it's a little goofy.
I was gonna go to Quarks and get drunk too.
Well, you can still do that, just after.
I actually don't think I can because I don't know if they let the Federation officers drink.
So we have warped. We have warped out of the system to show up in the system.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, so apparently the Rapier was only gone for 6 years.
Oh, okay. So 1 year short of Voyager.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, they even mentioned Voyager.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel bad for the Rapier now because they're just gonna be remembered as those guys who weren't nearly as lost for as long as Voyager was.
Anyway, so we'll just leave the system again here.
Yes.
But that will do it once again for another episode. Next time
We'll have more misadventures, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have plenty of misadventures.
What are we
So
doing next time?
we hope to see you all then.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.